Hey traders, Charting Man Dan of the Chart Guys checking in on the markets. Real easy trading day out there today. Just kidding. We have what looks like on the daily charts just a full bull control day, higher low set, and trying to confirm a daily bull flag, holding EMA 12. We know the importance of that, which keeps holding. But it was absolute insanity today. Powell started speaking, bulls take over, straight waterfall drop to a low of the day, and then a V-shaped bounce back to the high of the day. This amount of volatility is extremely unusual. We went up on SPY 1.3%, then we dropped down 1.8%, and then we rallied over 2%. There have been years in the prior 5-6 years where that was an entire week worth of volatility in 2 hours of trading. And it's just, for me, volatility trading is one of my edges with AI and Riot and all these stocks. But it's volatility within a trend where I can look for a 5-minute higher low off EMA 12. I play the first 5-minute oversold conditions looking for an hourly higher low. I see a big enough pullback to scout a 15-minute equilibrium that then shapes up. That's the kind of volatility that I have an edge in with my trading. This kind of volatility, I have no edge whatsoever. And today it was just, tossing my bias around where, again, my bias has been prove something to me, bears, and then I'll be interested. And so on the bull move up, I was not fighting the bulls. We then dropped down. We hit a new low of the day. I said, okay, bears have my attention. For us to see a complete 180 reversal of that move to potentially be setting the daily lower high and confirming a daily downtrend, I'm interested in the bears. And yet again, how many times have we seen this in the last 5 weeks? We do not confirm a 5-minute downtrend. The bears fail the 5-minute downtrend, and then we V-shape all the way back to the high. It is an astounding amount of volatility, and Chart Gal Lori and some Chart Guys members were speculating that perhaps it's the introduction of these options that are now one-day expiration, adding this volatility to the market, and perhaps negating the use that a lot of people had for the VIX to be a hedging instrument. We've certainly seen the VIX acting unusual over the past year plus. But whatever's going on, it's just the most important lesson and takeaway for me today is definitely experienced traders can make a significant amount in this volatility, whether it's a 5-minute stair step bear entry or whether it's a bottom fishing play off the low. But for me, it's recognizing this is not my market environment to go aggressively trading in, and this is when I sit back and wait for clarity. And it doesn't matter that there's volatility that I'm missing because, I could be calculating in my head, oh man, if I just did this, I could have made this much money. If I just did this, that's not happening in my head at all. What's happening in my head is the recognition of this is not my kind of trading environment, and I patiently wait until I have clarity. And so sitting on hands, definitely not a bad idea today because a ton of traders got tossed around in a big way today. So where do we stand? Bulls in complete control. And again, the bears have to prove to us something. And right now we've got our new base benchmark level of 407.57. That's the most important level for me on the daily time frame. We're heading back up to 418.31, the recent high, for the bulls to try and confirm continuation of this uptrend. Next time we consolidate on the hourly, we've got a bunch of space to be looking for an hourly higher low to be the result of that consolidation. But I am watching to see which direction is going to be the next direction to confirm an hourly trend. Do we confirm an hourly uptrend and go for the daily resistance break? Do we pull back significantly and then have a possibility for the bears to prove an hourly downtrend? But again, it's just tossed around my bias a lot today. In the end, it settles back into a bull bias. And one phrase that's coming into my head after today is frustrated bears. The bears are seeing maximum frustration on this bounce up the last 5 weeks. When's the last time I was talking about that phrase? I used it a lot. It was back here. I kept talking about bear frustration. And it finally rolled over, but not until a couple weeks after bears were starting to get aggressive. This is when bears got squeezed out. And then this is bears saying, we're going to roll over. And then another squeeze out. And then this is the bears proving something to us and then confirming the downtrend. So keeping that in mind, but without a doubt, you can certainly say this is an extremely frustrating past couple of weeks for the bears. So if the bulls do break 418.31, the next resistance level, there's actually a, nope, we filled that gap. Well, there's another gap. Little gap up here at 421.82 as a little level to be watching for. And again, it's just these daily higher lows that just keep forming as our guide. And we didn't even hit hourly oversold conditions. So one of the things that I was watching for on this consolidation to tell me how healthy it was, what's the response to first hourly oversold conditions? And we didn't even hit it on the multiple days of pullback that we saw. So bulls still in control. And if we break 407.57, that will show me things changing on the daily chart. QQQ, same deal. Resistance is up at 313.68. Next level after that is 320.17. New key support, 302.22, pretty much a double bottom, the low of today and the low of yesterday. And again, it's the inability to confirm the 5-minute downtrend. Bulls played defense. Why is that level wrong? Oh, yesterday. Bulls played defense, defended the low of yesterday, and then a V-shaped bounce. Extremely impressive. The dollar chopping around as well. So big drop, big bounce, but you could be viewing this as an equilibrium where if 103 holds, we'll be looking for a higher low and a tightening hourly range. We know that the daily chart's going to have to consolidate here eventually, and then it's just whether or not the bulls can confirm the daily uptrend or not. So short-term double bottom at 103, break that, and daily consolidation will be underway. Semiconductor, daily higher low set on SMH, 243.76, now key support, and we're looking back at the high at 255.64. NVDA already broke bull. Very minimal consolidation into continuation. And again, just bulls across the board. We had Apple inside bar bear break with 0 follow through. Meta inside bar bear break, 0 follow through. Microsoft, big day for the bulls today, riding on some of that AI momentum. Daily bull flag confirming there. Highest level for Microsoft in 4 months or so. So just sticking with the daily higher lows from a bigger picture perspective. Tesla, close to rolling over into daily consolidation. We broke the low of yesterday by 38 cents, 37 cents. But bulls held on, and we are still battling. You know, bears have been getting some decent plays off of this resistance. So yesterday I shorted it and didn't get a big win because I only took half profit, but it's a solid pullback of 4%. And then we reject this morning and we pull back 3%. And then we reject again and we pull back 3.5%. So keeping an eye on this wall of resistance. But one thing is for sure, if we break 200, we're going to see stop losses trigger for bears and another leg up for the bulls. So that's in play. Key battle again tomorrow for Tesla at 200. XLV also joining Team Bull, but same thing as the daily chart is not changing anything. Again, just grinding down, bear breaks lacking any follow through, very contained selling. The financial sector is our lead bull major sector. New short-term support is 36.30, highest level we've seen in 8+ months at this point. And broader market bears are going nowhere as long as XLF keeps this strong daily uptrend going. So next resistance after 37.11, we are looking at 37.68 from back in April. And again, let's go bigger picture, 4-month time frame, 4-month higher low set on the financial sector. It's just a question of, are we going to form a 4-month lower high and tightening range, or is this a healthy higher low off EMA 12 into all-time high continuation? That's the big question. And I can't recall the last time I've seen a more split market. You always have bears in a bull market. You always have bulls when we're weak saying buy the dip. But right now, I did a Twitter poll. I'll pull that up, but I think I got logged out. Anyways, yeah, something's up with Twitter. Anyways, I did a poll, and I asked, what do you think we're going to be in 2 months? 0 to 5% higher, over 5% higher, 0 to 5% lower, and over 5% lower. And it's such a split. There's such a split in the market right now. And what that tells me is this volatility is probably not going anywhere because a lot of people are going to be wrong. half the market is going to be choosing the wrong direction over the next number of months, unless we just chop around sideways. But it is getting interesting. Bears are frustrated. Bulls have the daily uptrend. And we'll see if we can break the recent highs for further continuation. IWM, hourly oversold this morning. It was one of the sectors that hit hourly oversold right off daily EMA 12. So a lot of choppy action to get there, but bulls liking the response to first hourly oversold, trying to set that daily higher low. We'll have to break the high of today tomorrow for that higher low to be set at 191.65. But again, you look at this daily chart and the holds of this EMA 12 support, and there's just no red flags at this point. Show me some bear volume, show me all sectors at the low of the day together, show me a loss of daily uptrend, and things will be shifting. But until then, bulls still have control. Biotech sector, significant bounce. Need to confirm an hourly uptrend to the bulls to set the daily higher low. They're keeping daily EMA 12. Let's go back to SPY. How did we respond to daily EMA 12? So we were overextended to the point last bear frustration cycle. We weren't even touching daily EMA 12. That's how strong we were. We were just running away from it. So it is a little bit different. We are establishing more support on the way up here. AI, bearish reversal volume climax candle from yesterday, confirming as soon as we broke the double bottom from yesterday at 25.88. That's the bear signal. And then the bears controlled the morning from there. We had a nice 5-minute equilibrium. We had hourly resistance from yesterday at 27.86. We failed to break it on the morning. And then it was just lower high, lower high. Your bear break was at 26.07 or 25. Well, we broke 25.88 first thing. So that bear break of the equilibrium was affirming the bear control. Really nice follow through. And now we're keeping an eye out for hourly oversold conditions. Doesn't mean we have to get there, as SPY just showed us. We are scouting a daily higher low as the most likely scenario here. Daily EMA 12 is going to continue to catch up. And with where we stand, we need a big enough bounce to create the space for an hourly higher low and higher high if our daily higher low is going to be taking shape. But fairly unimpressive bounce for AI at the end of the day, considering what the broader market did. You see, we bounced the last 45 minutes, but QQQ was bouncing the last 2 hours. So AI was still going down even in the face of that strong bounce. And again, if you miss this move, there are still places to jump in. 25.46, 25.44, and here we double top by 1 penny. That was a 15-minute bear flag that confirmed. And then here on this bounce attempt, 24.36, 24.39, a little double top, another leg down. That's another 4-5% drop. So you can use shorter term resistance levels as little top fishing plays if you miss the ideal entry, which would have been the break of the low of yesterday, double bottom support. Checking in on the crypto names. Crypto bulls responding real well. That's AI. Crypto bulls responding real well to Bitcoin and the broader market. And this is essentially the crypto bulls saying, we're not topping out just yet. No weekly consolidation just yet. So a lot of green out there. Riot trying for the daily higher low off EMA 12. Bulls have work to do tomorrow. You can see the hourly lower low with no follow through, but it is still an hourly downtrend. These lower highs keep forming. But if these crypto bulls see continuation, which they are attempting to do, trying to get back to the highest level we've seen on this entire move, then we're going to be looking for these crypto stocks to set these daily higher lows. Coin as well. Coin trying for the daily higher low. M&MD talked about that little swing yesterday. Exited 40% at 412 pre-market, just in case, and then stopped out the rest when 4 psychological broke, and it was a pump and dump. But look at the volatility here. Again, very low cap, thin traded. We pulled back 15%, we bounced over 10%, and then we just tightened up into the end of the day from there. but very short-lived follow-through on the gap up open. And we know gap ups are for profit taking, which is why I was selling some pre-market to give myself a chance for a runner in case we do break out, but not counting on it. Gold, daily bear flag potentially in play here. And silver, same, well, even weaker. Silver staying weaker, just still a 4-hour downtrend. Lower highs and lower lows continue. And the miners, daily bounce is underway, but we're scouting a daily lower high to be the result of this bounce on GDX. Oil significant bounce. So we got right down to the last support level of 70.56, but a significant bounce off that level at this point. The bulls will have to confirm a daily uptrend eventually once we top out. We're heading to resistance right now at 74.51. But weekly, fairly sideways. I mean, a lot of volatility, but within a range over the last 2 months almost. And right back in the middle of that range. Natural gas finally getting a daily bounce going. That 4-hour tightening range breaking bull was the first indication. Now we watch daily EMA 12. And we know we have to confirm trends on the longer term time frames now if our weekly bounce is going to be shaping up. We have a weekly stair-step drop over the last month. And we would have to see a bull break of 303, which is still a long ways away, if the weekly stair-step pattern were going to break bull. All right. So again, just have to admit, just straight up, I was lost in today's price action after Powell started speaking. And so that means I trade less. I had a green start to the morning. I attempted some 15-minute lower highs on Netflix, kept stopping out, one stop out break even, other stop out small loss, and then just was done. Green first half, red second half. Not my kind of market environment. So the daily is nice and clear. That's the good thing. At least we're not seeing the daily chart act like this. Uptrend, higher lows, and new benchmark support levels are now in play. So bulls trying to break resistance before the end of the week. CPI next Tuesday, I believe. And certainly another reminder of why we pay attention whenever Powell speaks. This is some wild volatility. All right, hope you had a good day. Don't forget to do good things. The message at the end of the video today, we're not going back to Adventure Time just yet. This is a clip from visiting some friends up in Maine recently. And these are friends that I've grew up with 25 plus years. You know, we were in elementary school together. And the message is, you know, social media has definitely plenty of negatives, but there are plenty of positives as well with social media. And for me, one of them is staying connected with people that have been in my lives. Oh, I only have one life. With people that have been in my life for the last number of decades, the majority of my life. And these are people that I've experienced so much with. My first, you know, all the way down the line, first everything that I experienced growing up was with these individuals. And so my suggestion is maybe a catalyst to have you reach out to somebody that, you know, was influential in your life that you have lost touch with. And whether that's through your phone or through social media, I highly suggest doing it because the nostalgia that I felt and the connection and the fun. And so this is just when you stick 4 long time non-musician friends, one of us kind of a musician, more so than the rest, stick them in a room, in a house with some microdosing.